Let's be honest, when you hear the word compliance, what comes to mind? Probably a huge headache, right? Endless paperwork, rising costs, just regulations. But what if we told you that's the old way of thinking? What if compliance could actually be your secret weapon? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to show you. So let's just ask the big question right up front. Is compliance just another cost center, something you just have to deal with? Or could it be a real competitive advantage? Seriously, how you answer that question could literally change the way you run your entire business. All right, let's just lay it all out. You've got the old way over here, you know the drill. You're always reacting, always playing catch up, buried in paperwork, and just seeing it as a pure cost. But then there's the new way. And this is a total game changer. We're talking proactive, digital, and actually strategic. It's about turning that old headache into a real engine for growth. So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to navigate what we're calling the compliance maze. Then we'll introduce the digital compass to help guide you. After that, we'll see some of these digital tools in action, lay out a strategic blueprint for you, and finally show you what this new competitive edge really looks like. Okay, so how on earth do you find your way through this maze of regulations? Well, you need a guide, right? A compass. And for us, that's the digital compass. The whole idea here is to use technology to completely reframe how you see these rules. They're not roadblocks anymore. They're actually opportunities to get creative and pull ahead of the competition. And this is really the heart of it all. This isn't just about buying some new software. No way. This is a fundamental shift in how you operate. When you go digital, you can slice right through all that regulatory complexity. You get this incredible, transparent view of your operations, and you can even uncover brand new business opportunities you never knew existed. All right, enough of the high-level stuff. Let's get practical. How does this actually play out in the real world? We're going to look at 3 major regulatory trends and see how digital tools are helping companies do more than just check a box. They're actually helping them thrive. First up, the right to repair movement. You've probably heard about this. It's a pretty simple concept, right? If you own something, you should be able to fix it. Now, some manufacturers are really pushing back on this, but the smart ones, they're leaning in, using digital tools to flip this whole thing into a massive opportunity. And this is where it gets super interesting. On the inside, manufacturers can start embedding IoT sensors, Internet of Things, right into their products. This gives them real-time diagnostics. Then, they can feed all that repair data into an AI, which doesn't just help fix the problem at hand, it learns from it. It helps them design better products for the future. It's this amazing, powerful feedback loop. But it's not all just internal, techie stuff. This has a huge impact on your customers. Think about it. Imagine a customer being able to just easily request a repair online, track its status in real time, or even pull up a quick video guide to do it themselves. That kind of transparency and empowerment, that's how you use digital tools to build some serious trust and customer loyalty. Okay, next up is something called the Digital Product Passport, or DPP. The best way to think about it is like this. It's a birth certificate, a resume, and a full life history all rolled into one, but for your product. It tracks everything from the raw materials used to make it all the way to how it can be recycled when it's done. A complete digital story. Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds like a massive project. And yeah, it's a big deal, but you can break it down into 4 manageable capabilities. 1, get your data house in order. 2, really integrate with your supply chain partners. 3, make sure all your different IT systems can actually talk to each other. And 4, be transparent with your customers. You don't have to do it all at once. You can tackle this piece by piece. And our third example is extended producer responsibility, or EPR. This one's a really big mindset shift. The idea is that a manufacturer's responsibility doesn't just end at the point of sale. Nope. They're on the hook for the product's entire life cycle, right through to disposal or recycling. It's a complete move away from that old make it, use it, toss it mentality, and toward a circular economy. So to pull something like EPR off, you really need a whole suite of digital tools. As you can see, data management and analytics are the biggest piece of the pie here. But it doesn't stop there. You need product lifecycle management software to design for sustainability from the get-go. You need supply chain transparency tools like IoT and those DPPs we just talked about. And you even need platforms to make it easy for customers to participate. It's a whole digital ecosystem working together. Okay, we've covered the what and the why. Now let's get down to the how. This section is your strategic blueprint. It's a clear action plan to start making digital compliance a reality for you. So, here are 4 concrete actions you can take. First, implement modern data systems. Think cloud-based, with AI analysis. That's your single source of truth. Second, start using IoT. Put sensors in your products to get that real-time data for things like predictive maintenance. Third, embrace those digital product passports for transparency and trust. And finally, number 4, ensure collaboration across your supply chain with digital platforms. Each one of these actions delivers a clear, powerful outcome.
All right, let's zoom back out and look at the big picture. When you put all these pieces together, you realize something. This isn't about ticking boxes for regulators anymore. This is about forging a genuine, long-term competitive edge. And what's the payoff? Well, it's huge. You're going to reduce your operational costs. You'll actually create brand new business opportunities. You'll get that crystal clear supply chain transparency everyone's after. You'll drive real innovation in sustainable products. And all of this, it all leads to one thing: real long-term growth. You know, this quote here really just nails it. Digitizing compliance transforms regulatory adherence into a strategic advantage. And this is the key part: creating new business opportunities. It's not about adherence, it's about advantage. So that brings us right back to the beginning. The question is no longer if compliance can be an advantage. We know it can't. The only question left is, what are you going to do about it? What's the very first step you'll take to turn compliance into your next competitive edge?